Good morning. Welcome to worship today with the people who are so grateful to have all y'all with us this morning as we in this digital space. I have a few announcements. First and foremost, if you have email updates, please get in touch with the church office so we can have information for you. If you do not have an email, to mail those out once a week. They go out on Mondays. The holiday, Memorial Day may delay, but we are planning on sending it out anyway. So tomorrow, and the mail should at some point. Speaking of updates, the session has met, has made a decision about when we will be resuming. I want to make clear as we do that the church has ministry has continued. You're watching us do ministry right now. Throughout the week that we have been continuing to grow God's word. The church has not been closed. The only person closed or open is Jesus, and we try his will. The session has prayerfully and physically gathering for worship out June 7th. So the rest of this month we will continue to do all, and then on June 7th we will meet outside the park. So I encourage you, if you feel and looking forward to that, to please bring chairs, bring umbrellas. It might be a little warm out there. Comfortable gathering in this time, even with to mitigate risk. We will still have the option to gather to happen for however long. I think it's, and so the digital ministry is not going away. We're just resuming, which is 2 Sundays from today. This coming Tuesday, having our Zoom lunch bunch. That's been fairly well attended the last couple of weeks. Look for that email update for an invitation or when it comes in the mail. If you have any questions about how Zoom lunch bunch will work, please contact me and I'll do what I can to address those concerns and questions so that all may feel welcome to come and visit with one another and also study some scripture together midweek. Liturgy this morning comes from Psalm 68, verses 32 through 35. Again, that's Psalm 68, verses 32 through 35. That'll be our call to worship, and we will do our call and response where I read a verse and then leave room for you to respond. And at the close of that, we will assert that let us worship God. Our prayer of confession comes from Jeremiah chapter 14, verses 19 through 22. Again, Jeremiah 14, 19 through 22. Grab a New Revised Standard Version of Scripture. That's what I'll be using. If you don't have an NRSV, you're welcome to use whatever you have on hand, or you can reach out to the church. We have tons of pew Bibles that are just sitting there waiting for someone to pick them up. We're happy to share those with you. That's all the announcements I have. I want to thank Betty Brown for serving as our cantor and leading singing this morning, and also for the solo that she will use to preach the word. And I would like to thank Daryl Smith for running our live stream system today. Thank you to both of them for their service to the church in this way. And now let us turn our thoughts and prayer, let us turn our hearts and minds to the worship of God. We are having some technical issues with our camera right now. Thank you for your patience as we're working those out. For now, though, we will continue to do this as though it's a radio play until we can figure out how the camera works. The sound system seems to be working. Thank you for your patience and flexibility as we're doing this, although it makes me wonder why I'm wearing this nice warm suit. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit and to grab the Bible you reached for earlier and turn to Psalm 68, verses 32 through 35 for our call to worship. Again, we will alternate. I will start with 32 and we will go through together. Sing to God, O kingdoms of the earth. Sing praises to the Lord, Selah.
O rider in the heavens, the ancient heavens, listen, he sends out his voice, his mighty voice.
Ascribe power to God, whose majesty is over Israel, and whose power is in the skies.
Awesome is God in his sanctuary, the God of Israel. He gives power and strength to his people. Blessed be God.
Let us worship God. Our hymn of praise this morning is hymn number 473, For the Beauty of the Earth. Confessions right here. Just go through after the hymn. Join me now in the prayer of confession, taken from Jeremiah 3.
Join me now in the word of confession taken from Jeremiah 14, verses 19 through 22. Have you completely rejected Judah? Does your heart loathe Zion? Why have you struck us down so that there is no healing for us? We look for peace, but find no good, for a time of healing, but there is terror instead.